different. All of the data are stored in blocks, and all these blocks are chained together using cryptography. So once you see all those blocks, because the way they are joined together, so it looks like a chain of block. So which is why I'll call it blockchain. And why do people prefer blockchain? So blockchain, it gives three major advantages. The first one is security. The cryptographic features of blockchain, it makes it highly secured. You can see the proof of work consensus system. It involves lots of encryption. Then the second one is permanence. Whatever comes onto the blockchain is permanent. It's immutable. You can't change it. Then the third one is transparency. Anyone can come and see what's there. And blockchain, it has several use cases.
No, so I want you to give me a layman's idea of blockchain. Yeah, because you are using consensus.
Okay, let me give you a layman's idea. So let's just say a virtual ledger that is maintained.
So what is a ledger? I mean,
a ledger.
Yeah, if you say that in the blockchain.
A ledger is like a book where a record of things that have happened, events that have taken place are stored. So when we are talking about ledger in terms of blockchain, we are talking about all the transaction, exchange of data that has taken place.
Right. So let me see here from Madam Ifia on take on what's the meaning of blockchain.
I think he's actually expand what blockchain is. It's all the data on the computer, and the idea is not at one point. It's various computers chained together, as we say. And the reason why we recommend blockchain is the security aspect. When data is entered, there's no way you can go in there to change whatever is entered in there. Unlike ledger, notebook, or you can just take it and erase it, or even tear a whole page. I'm sure it's happening in the ministries and it's happening in our institutions. If somebody don't want you to see something, you can easily tear pages and those records can be gone. But with blockchain, you cannot do that. It's the security, the transparency, the conscientiousness. Before you can tamper with it, there's not just one computer, there's not just one person entering those data. So I do, you do, you do, you do, you do. And before I can change something, I have to get the consent of all the people that are on the block. And that makes it trustworthy, transparent, and our advice that if you're able to adapt it in most of our services, things will go on well for us.
Right. So that reminds me, currently I saw that the military has advertised for enlistments, right? So the blockchain can help you to identify which people had been enlisted.
Exactly.
And then, so if there are corruptions in the system in terms of just enlisting people applying, at the end of the day, you have a group of people called protocols. So the blockchain could help the Ghana Police Service, the immigration to enlist Ghanaians and find out from the team in terms of transactions who had been picked up and who are not being picked up, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so Haki, help me. What is the difference between a blockchain and AI? I mean, blockchain and artificial intelligence. What's the difference?
I already told you what blockchain was before. Now, what do we call AI? AI is like an algorithm that is designed to think and work like the human brain. So blockchain deals with ledger. AI deals with data.
Okay.
Anyone can easily use AI, type the prompt. You don't need a technical background. But blockchain, you need some sort of technical background to use blockchain. And in terms of security, AI isn't that secured. But blockchain offers security. But in the long run, both can actually work together.
Right.
And they can have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's give him on that. Because it's something I've been thinking about, blockchain, AI. All right. So Madam Ifia, since the first Genesis was created by Nakamoto, Satoshi, right? I think the blockchain has evolved over the years. Currently, I've seen what they call the non-fatigable NFTs, right? And then we've seen dApps as what you see on what is banner. You've seen other tokenomics also coming in. So, Madam Ifia, what has been some of the new innovations around blockchain since 2009 when we had Bitcoin?
Bitcoin just came in as an investment peer-to-peer exchange, and that brought a lot of issues why people are having difficulty to adapt or understand blockchain, because Bitcoin just came in as investment and people invested and they were scammed. So normally when you say blockchain, a lot of people associate it with scam. But Bitcoin, as you said, is evolved over the years. We have had Ethereum, we have had a number of them, then the third generational one, which is Cardano, which I normally work on the Cardano platform because it had a whole lot of advantages. And then, as you said, through that, we've got creation of dApps to help enterprises, and we have
The smart contracts.
the smart contracts, the proof of works, and all those things, as he explained, coming on board. So now it's not just like you investing. It's not just a platform, just investment, and then you be, as we were discussing it before we started the whole thing, you'll be looking at your investment. Hey, it's falling, it's falling, it's falling. Yeah. So it's not just that. A whole lot of things. You can do a whole lot of smart contracts, as you said, have come on. You can do projects on the blockchain. You can get funding from the blockchain to do all this. And it helps with a whole lot of, it can, if you are able to deal with it well, in our healthcare system, our education system, our chain, how do we call it? Our supply chain, our supply chain system. It can remove all this middlemen and things from this. Currently, I'm doing a project in Tamale whereby farmers are doing regenerative agric and they are selling their soya to people in America and to a particular factory in America. And people buy, they use the soya bean to do milk. And people buy the milk and they pay the farmers directly. There's no a middleman. It's not like, I've sold it, I've not gotten your money, blah, 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 blah. Directly, the farmers' details are on the pack of the milk. They scan and then they pay them in crypto. They pay them.
Oh, you mean they are paid in cryptocurrencies?
Yes.
Instead of going through their banks?
Instead of going through the banks.
Okay.
So it's left with our governments to accept this, adapt this. Because if our government or our banking system are accepting it, the guy can just go to the bank with his wallet and can easily get it. But right now, because the banks are not accepting it, now they have to go through DEX exchanges and things to take their money. So it's blockchain actually eliminates corruption. Middlemen, as I said earlier, it's transparent, it's secured. You can't just go around blockchain.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so, Haki, I think you want to add something to the innovation.
You saw the blockchains, right?
Yeah, so right. So you
how
have the
it has
privates
evolved-
and
how
the
it has
public.
evolved.
Mm.
You have public blockchains, you have private blockchains,
Yeah, right.
and now we have consortium blockchains,
Mm.
also known as federated blockchains. Now, the public blockchains, no one is in charge. Anyone can come and view what's going on. How do I put it? We have public permission and public permissionless. The public permission, the permissioned ones, you need to do some sort of verification before you be able to use it.
Right.
But the permissionless, you don't need any sort of verification. But what makes it public is anyone can come and view the ledger. Now, on to the privates. The privates, you need everyone's identities known.
So like the Google documents.
Let me give you an example. You've heard of Hyperledger.
Yeah, Hyperledger, yeah.
Hyperledger is
Yeah.
a private blockchain.
Yeah.
So anyone can come. You can't just come and view it.
Yeah.
So it's private and it's permission. Now, consortium blockchains. So let's say like a group of entities, a group of companies. You've heard of the Quorum blockchain built by JP Morgan.
No, I don't know about that one.
Now that's like an example of a consortium blockchain. It's like it's for enterprises. Now it's somehow, let me tell you how private it is. Once you've been given permission to participate on it, if I send an information to you on that blockchain, anyone can view it. I can choose to make my transaction private or public on Quorum. If I should make my transaction private, only me and you and the validators in charge of that blockchain will ever know that transaction took place. And the thing about private blockchains is when it comes to scalability, they are way fast. When I'm not saying way, I'm saying like 200 times or 300 times faster. And one of the best parts is they have no native token. They have
you come the tokenomics aspect, right? I'm looking at the innovations there. So yes, it has evolved very well. Looking at having consortium blockchain, the smart contracts coming in, and you mentioned the Hyperledger also coming in, right? So apart from all these important innovations out there, which one are very close to us that we can say, yeah, this blockchain, I mean, this is what we can touch. Which of them are very close to us that you and I can feel? Yes. Well, it's like what you are mentioning are far from us.
No, actually, as long as you have internet, these things are actually close to you. People don't like reading books. People don't like doing research. Because once I start speaking, people will think, oh, this guy finished, he had a PhD from Harvard. No, I've not gone beyond research.
Yeah, but you're a researcher in blockchain.
So people don't like doing research.
Right.
It's there. Okay, let me give you an example now. Hyperledger, he works with Golang and Java. But now, Hyperledger has several versions. We have Aries, we have Fabric, there are 4 more others. Now they are creating a new version of Hyperledger, Besu. Besu will be able to work. How will I put it? Besu, you can code on it using Solidity.
Yeah.
Which means Hyperledger wants to steal Ethereum devs. And Quorum, that was created by JP Morgan, is a fake of Solidity. Now, Quorum is an enterprise app. They are now making Quorum and Hyperledger Besu interoperable.
Okay.
So that is going to shake the industry a lot.
Right. So it means that the innovation keep coming and evolving around all the time. Yes. All right. So can we get a difference between a Bitcoin and a blockchain?
Bitcoin and
or
blockchain.
What do you say, cryptocurrencies and blockchain?
I already explained. I already said what a blockchain is.
Yeah, you did.
Blockchain has many use cases. One of the use cases of blockchain is cryptocurrency. Because it's encrypted, because of the cryptography it uses, and it's highly secured, we can use it to create a form of digital money, which is cryptocurrency. Another use case of the blockchain is smart contracts. So that smart contract, once you create it and you put it on the blockchain, anyone can view it. It's immutable. You can't change it. And once certain conditions are met, it runs. Now, there's another use case. One, if you take the cryptocurrency use case and the smart contract use case, if you merge it together, what do you get? You get one of the best innovations of this century, which is DeFi, decentralized finance. So due to combine the smart contracts and also the crypto together, people are able to create a decentralized economic system. Another use case we have are like NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. To everyone, NFTs are JPEGs, but NFTs are like documents, representation of ownership, land deeds, contracts, ownership, agreements, all that can be created in form of NFTs and put on the blockchain. Another use case we have are also DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. These are like organizations that run on the blockchain. We can create a cooperative on the blockchain and make it a DAO. Another use case is the metaverse. The metaverse is not necessarily a metaverse should be a digital world. You see all of these use cases I've mentioned together. If you combine any of it together into one service, that's what we call a metaverse.
Right. Interesting. It's like you really do understand the technicalities of the blockchain. So help us with the Bitcoin.
He's gone really technical.
Yeah, very technical.
So blockchain and
Bitcoin.
crypto or Bitcoin is blockchain is a ledger thing, a distributed ledger thing, and then the crypto is a digital asset. That's the coin. So just the for layman what should be I say a layman
Understanding of
understanding.
between Bitcoin and blockchain,
Yeah, blockchain
the
is
technology.
the technology aspect, and then the Bitcoin is the crypto
Mm.
assets,
Mm.
the coin
Mm.
that normally people are more interested. They don't learn the other aspect. They are more interested in trading in the coin.
Yeah. So the Bitcoin gives you the monetary part of the blockchain.
Yes.
That what you mean,
Yes.
or the
Yes.
cryptocurrencies, right? Mm.
The goal for Bitcoin was just to be a digital currency.
Currency.
That was all. That was all. But right now, the goal for Bitcoin,
Right.
Bitcoin,
So wrap.
Bitcoin
Be
turned to
quick on that
digital
for me.
gold.
30 seconds. Be quick on
Bitcoin
that.
just turned on. Bitcoin was meant to be a digital currency,
Mm.
but now it has turned to digital
All
gold.
right. Great. So those of us, for me, I trade. I mean, I have cryptocurrencies. I have some of the coins. How would I identify which of them are full of scams? How would I be safe on the internet that I'm using the right cryptocurrency? How do I identify that?
I get these questions from time to time.
Mm.
You know what I tell people? I've already said it, but let me make it much more clearer. First, understand what blockchain is.
Mm.
Then, all these use cases I mentioned, look at the one that sparks your interest. Then go into it. If you know about the basics of blockchain, foundations of blockchain, once you look at the white paper, you know it's a scam.
Okay, so you mean a blockchain or a cryptocurrency must have a white paper?
Yeah, the white paper details their plans there. So if you
Okay.
look at the white paper, some people will be like, wow, a nice project. But I'll be like, no, rock pool. Don't worry. If they'll say was rock pool, don't worry. You will know. Invest. If you invest, you know what
You
rock
know,
pool means.
all right. Thank you. So, Madam Fia, on the scams issue, what are some of the components of crypto
Yeah, when
scams?
you see a crypto coin being hyped. Oh, when you invest into this, within this, you get this.
Mm.
When it's overhyped, and then the factors around this is pushy, is fancy. For as you say, do well to read the paper before you take all conditions are accepted. So please let's look at those things seriously. Because if you see it being hyped, overhyped, and you don't read the terms and conditions, at the end of the day, your money will get missing and they'll tell you that you can't take me anywhere. Because under the in the terms and conditions, it says so.
Yeah, myself, I really read some of these terms and conditions.
Remember, there's something we call DYOR.
Mm.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
Even if I used to tell people, the person that taught you about crypto, that taught you about how to do your own research, if they should tell you to buy a coin, still endeavor to
Right.
do your own research.
All right, thank you. So I have about 3 minutes more. The audience, if you have any question, please do ask them about crypto, blockchain, scams, so that we move. Yeah, all right. Please your name and then. Mm. Right. Platform, yeah. Right. But also remember that Binance is not on the blockchain, right? It's a centralized system, right? So it can collapse, right?
Don't let us go there. We'll stop.
All right. So
We don't have much time.
interesting.
Don't let us go there.
Right. Do the P2P trading there. Right. Interesting. So those of you who don't know Binance, maybe you can see him. Yeah, he might help you with the Binance platform. All right, please, your question. Yeah.
I'm from Nigeria. We have our own CBDC
Yes.
in Naira. So I know about CBDC. Okay. Most people, because I see their crypto foundation has been affected. Let me tell you something about CBDCs. CBDCs will actually be the bridge between traditional finance, TradFi, and decentralized finance, DeFi.
Yeah.
I can't just walk to First National Bank, come and invest $200 million on a DeFi project. They'll say, okay, they have the money. Is it regulated? No,
No.
they won't.
Yeah.
But if it's CBDC, they will want to convert their money to the CBDC. Because, for example, if you look at our stable coins that we have,
Yeah.
it's a private entity that is issuing it. But a CBDC is the government that is issuing it. So they will want to pivot more to the CBDC. And how will it bridge the gap? For example, if you look at us in DeFi, we don't really have much liquidity,
Yeah.
but we have innovations. They don't have innovations, but we
They
have
have
liquidity. So we jam. We live there. So imagine now, it will be easy for anyone to buy government bonds, buy treasury bills. So all the things that only people that have a certain sum of money will be able to have access to on the traditional part, when both worlds meet, people will be able to have access to it no matter the amount they have.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think the Bank of Ghana advertised that people should bring innovation,
I think
but they couldn't reach the target.
actually I know how to design a CBDC.
Yeah,
I know how to design a CBDC. All of the stages involved, from the infrastructure, access, the architecture, and the management system. I know I can
Right.
design a CBDC.
right. Thank you.
Maybe if they have a rep here, we can speak after.
All right, so our time is up, but I prefer if you give me a seconds to get one more question from a female among the participants. Any female to ask a question on the crypto blockchain? Right,
Okay.
right.
We can
Please
use
do that for me, 15 seconds.
it in 15 seconds. It can be used in the financial sector. It can be used in the healthcare sector. It can be used in the legal sector. It can be used in supply chain. It can be used in digital marketing.
Right, so
It can be used in the military.
I know
also.
the list to go on. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, even in agriculture and the rest, that's fine. Right. Thank you so much. I think we have all enjoyed the session, understanding what blockchain is, the scam, the cryptocurrencies. It's not enough. The time is quite short. I mean, if you want to do more and learn more, you can meet these two individuals. They are very good in the blockchain space. Or you can meet us, my organization, the Institute for Liberty and Policy Innovation. We are also more into blockchain research and then crypto scams. That's our field of work. So if you meet any of us here, we will help you understand the blockchain, the opportunities out there. Thank you so much and having you here for this session.